Basement to my left, Tyson Tulud to my right, Anthony Caruso.
What up?
Hey guys.
FalconArrow.podbean.com. You can get our MP3s there. Go on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel if you wish to do that. And Facebook.com/FalconArrowCast. So catch up with all of our shit on all these different platforms. I will get an Instagram and a Twitter at some point in my life, but no one cares about Twitter, so why the fuck should I? Or Instagram for that fact. But anyways, we are here to talk about the WWE product. And oh my goodness, this Raw, gentlemen, was every bit as entertaining and annoying as one would think, because we were in Chicago, Illinois for Monday Night Raw. And I do have one thing to say to the city of Chicago. Yes, the crowd was raucous. Yes, it was nice. And yes, they did tell us what they think while they were drunk.
CM Punk.
Which
was CM Punk.
That is the other point I would like to make.
I knew you were going there.
The CM Punk chants. I am tired.
They gotta stop.
I am done.
They gotta stop.
I am done. It is over with.
How long has it been?
3 years. More than 3 years.
Over 3 years.
Chicago cannot get over this guy. I get it. He's cool. I get it. But
he's
over.
Their son. He's...
Be smarky. You could be smarky as much as you want, Chicago. That's fine with me. But give it up, okay?
It's not edgy anymore. Phil Brooks does not care about you.
Actually, to be fair, I would have allowed it to have happened during the Stephanie segment where she came out and they rained on her, which is acceptable.
I could see that just to troll
her. But it was
her.
every other segment that didn't need the CM Punk chant.
Yeah, it's acceptable, but here's the problem, okay? Not for every fucking thing. Not for every time someone sneezes. Not for every time someone farts. Do not fucking chant CM Punk at every fucking segment you see. Please, stop it.
Like, stop trying to get yourselves over. It's unnecessary.
Yeah. It's done. It's done. It's over with. Please stop the shit, okay? Now, this Monday Night Raw kicked off with Kevin and Jericho. Starting this off, we see Chris Jericho for the first time in about 3 fucking weeks or something like that.
Well, we saw him in Fastlane. For like...
Okay, well, he had a speaking part this time.
Yeah.
He had a fucking script this time around. Now, I do want to point out to you, gentlemen, which I found out yesterday, I think. This is a fact. It has been over 30 days since Chris Jericho has defended his United States Championship. By the way, he's the United States champion.
He hasn't been stripped of it.
You know, it's really weird because I forgot that he had that belt
yes,
until the other night.
Too.
Yeah.
It occurred to me on Monday when he came out, and I said, huh, what's that in his whip? Oh, shit, he's the fucking United States champion.
I remember thinking to myself while watching Fastlane, like, why isn't the U.S. title being defended? And I couldn't, for like 5 minutes, for the life of me, couldn't remember who the U.S. champion was.
You want to know something? For a guy like me, who does notice this stuff, and is very angry about half of this shit, I did not know.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I genuinely did not give a shit.
Yeah.
It blew right past me. So congratulations, WWE, on giving the belt. When's the last time the United States title was defended in a very competitive manner? Rusev and Roman, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Why do we have a United States Championship again to begin with?
See who the king of the country is?
Anyways, long story short, there was a segment in the middle, or in the beginning of Monday Night Raw. Chris Jericho then was sad when Kevin Owens told him that he was not his friend. He was never his friend. And Chris Jericho cried, and I was laughing so hard when I saw Chris Jericho put on this pouty face and look so broken down. But then all this led to a brawl in the middle of the ring with Sammy, Joe. And here's the thing about this whole situation. I really thought this was going to be a tag team match at the end of the Raw. I was genuine.
Every other set of guys, this would be a tag team match. On any other Raw.
On a 2-hour Raw, this would have been a tag team match, a quality tag team match between all 4 of these guys, which I was excited for. But since we have to fill 3 hours of programming, might as well split them up into 2 different matches. Yeah. One in the beginning and one at the very fucking end. But anyways, Kev squashed Sammy, so what does it matter? It doesn't really matter.
Super hard.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, he's back to being a jobber now.
I still think they're doing this for he's eventually going to get his big...
When?
Yeah. Who knows when, but I think he's going to get his moment at some point.
You would hope, right? That this would be building to something for him?
This leads me to think about something. Who on Monday Night Raw is actually a well-over babyface? They don't have anybody.
No.
You know how hard it is for them to build faces, man.
There's no one left. I mean, Bayley's credibility is shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considerably. Sami Zayn.
Nobody likes Roman.
Nobody likes Roman.
No, not at all. Is Roman even a face? Like, he's kind of tweening out right now, isn't he?
He is the most hated guy in the world at the moment. He's a heel.
He's John Cena.
He is John Cena.
Yeah.
He's John Cena with a less good promo.
Yeah, so this is the problem that Monday Night Raw has at the moment, is that they have no faces, no credible faces whatsoever, and it's ridiculous.
They've got Sami Zayn right in their laps. I don't know why they're not using him more.
At the end of the night, we saw... I'll fast forward to the end of the night, because I really do want to talk about this. We did see Roman and The Undertaker at the end, but I do want to talk about Braun Strowman for a little bit. I want to talk about how Braun Strowman, all of a sudden... is throwing like these face-like promos at everybody, talking about how Chicago doesn't like you, Roman, and get out here, Roman. I want to fight you.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I want to fight you, Roman. And I said to my, and I remember standing up in the middle of like one of my mini fridge, and I heard that, and I went, "Who's saying that?" And I went, "Braun Strowman, talking like a face." So what are they doing with Braun these days? I mean, he made a rookie mistake at Fastlane because he tried to do a high spot and fucked him over and he lost the match.
Yep.
And now he learned his lesson by getting out of the fucking ring. But what is he? Is he like? I heard the term meta face today, or meta heel.
Meta heel
used
you'll have to explain.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Is he a heel for other heels?
Yeah.
Like,
I heard some guy on a talk show or a radio show say that this guy, like Braun Strowman, is a fucking meta face now. Or a meta heel. Or no, meta heel. He's the top heel, but he's doing face things. Like, why is he cutting face promos in the middle of the ring?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like he cut a face promo as much as he played off of a natural hatred for Roman.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like anybody, you can literally get anybody. Like, for example, if Rusev did the same thing. Like, no matter what, if you're opposing Roman, you're automatically the least hated guy of the two.
You mean the product is becoming self-aware? Is that what you're hinting at, sir?
It's gaining sentience. It's gaining a mind of its own.
Are they like the...
It's alive!
Are they like the bots from Westworld?
Yeah, right.
All right, so that brings another situation I want to bring to you, gentlemen, is the fact that we saw Raw, okay? We saw where Roman came out. He was booed to hell. I mean, there was no saving him. There's never any saving Roman, really.
Yeah, especially when you go to, like, Chicago or Philly or New York or Boston.
These fans are, one, drunk as fuck.
Of course.
Two, they're going to speak their mind. And three, they're going to chant CM Punk.
And four, they eat shitty pizza because they live in Chicago.
Hey, whoa, hey, I don't know about that, motherfucker.
I've never had a Chicago deep dish before, so I can't judge.
Deep dishes are amazing.
Fuck Chicago deep dish.
They're fucking amazing.
It looks delicious.
You are an asshole, really.
It looks like a cake with cold tomato sauce on top. Get the fuck out of here.
When they're warmed up, they're pretty good, man. Anyways, so Roman came out to do almost a heel promo against The Undertaker, right? Told him this is his yard, etc., etc. Now, if you go to the
YouTube... like, yeah, but like, Braun didn't ask for you.
Yeah.
This is my yard now. Which he's playing off a gimmick that's like 15 years old, the whole like yard thing.
It's relevant.
He's the big dog now, too.
He is the big dog.
It's relevant.
Big dog, big evil,
Go to YouTube, right? YouTube puts up the little clips from Raw, right? You see the same clip on Raw. And the boos and the holy shit, they edit it out.
Yep.
It's cut out. The boos are edited in the fucking YouTube, on the WWE YouTube channel.
It's the Dub's actual channel.
It's their YouTube channel. So some cocksucker is in the back.
He's trying to polish it up.
Drowning out, pressing the fucking drown out button as much as he possibly can for the boos on Roman Reigns.
Literally polishing the turd.
Who watches their YouTube channel?
Me, because I didn't watch Raw the night of. So I watched it like an hour after it went off the air. But I did notice the fact that they are covering this stuff up. So if you want Roman to cut heel promos against The Undertaker, and presumably be a heel in this situation, because there's no way he's going to be a face. I'm sorry.
They don't want him to be.
No one gives a fuck about Roman in this situation.
No, not at all.
And you're going to actively not go with the boos and accept the fact that he's hated, and accept the fact that he's not going to be better than The Undertaker in this situation. Why are you making the effort to save Roman Reigns' character? Why? Why is this still happening with WWE?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like at this point, everybody from the top to the bottom knows what's going on here. But I feel like there's just Vince who's still holding on. Like, no, Roman's give him another shot. Roman's going to be awesome.
I almost feel like Vince is actively trying to turn this around, and he will not be told otherwise.
He's like, no, they're
He's
booing
been
him
trying
out
to make
of
Roman for the
love.
last 2.5 years. Of course,
Yeah, I feel like this is a project.
Roman's his baby, man. This is his thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I to this day, like we all question why this is still happening, but I almost feel like Vince McMahon really wants to do this. He really wants to make Roman over, and he will not stop until he makes Roman over.
He will not rest until
but
everybody loves Roman.
He's digging an even bigger grave for Roman Reigns.
Man. If The Rock couldn't get him over, nobody
could get him over. There's nothing he could. The iron was hot when him and Batista were the final two guys at the Royal Rumble 2014.
Yeah.
That was it. That was his highest moment because everybody thought this new and upcoming guy who's still a part of the Shield could have possibly eliminated Batista, who no one gave a fuck about.
Nobody wanted Batista to win.
No, not at all.
And since Daniel Bryan was already out.
Yeah. And with with the end of Raw happening, I do want to run up and down the card real fast. And as I'm running up and down this shit, really the only segment that was really fucking bad was, sadly, the women's segment between Bayley fucking boring the crowd half to death.
Yeah.
Her promos are so fucking bad. I'm sorry. I want to side with Bayley. I really, really do want to side with Bayley.
You want to like her, but she's just garbage.
It's hard to like any of them, though.
She's so fucking boring. Like, her promos, it's the same shit, and she stumbles, and she's sloppy. And I get that's her character. But it's not fun
because she's supposed to be like a fan, right? Like that's the gimmick.
She's supposed to be a mark, but marks don't belong in the ring. That's why we're here in this basement talking about wrestling,
right? And it's painfully obvious. So she should be here with us right now,
talking about why she sucks. Yeah, this segment was riddled with a bunch of shit that no one cares about. Really, no one really gave a shit. Now, the issue that was brought upon was that Charlotte came out to or protest and say that there's a conspiracy, which I love. I love the conspiracy angle. Still, I don't know why. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's a conspiracy that they're holding down Charlotte. Okay, now the argument that she does have really is the fact that Bayley did not win the titles clean. She didn't defend the title clean,
which is true.
Which is all completely true. Sasha Banks did help her, and now apparently there will be a triple threat match at WrestleMania between these three women.
One thing that
didn't see that coming.
One thing I do like about what Charlotte said, she brought up a good point, and this is a rare moment where Raw actually expresses some continuity. She brought up the fact that at Roadblock, end of the line SVU, that was supposed to be it. Like after that, there was a stip that there are no more Sasha Charlotte matches for the title. So this was a clever ruse on the part of Sasha to circumvent that. And fake friendship into getting a title shot that she can actually utilize.
If you think about this for a second, we all thought Sasha was gonna be heel by now, but it's almost like they want to make her do heel things, but not really turn her heel. And I feel like that's very cheap.
I hear they're going to drag it out until SummerSlam, which I hope is true.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I've heard. They're trying to drag it out until summer.
Speaking of Sasha and heel things, I like how Byron Saxton was trying to point out that Sasha and Bayley have been friends, like best friends for so long. They fucking feuded a year and a half ago. Like they had a really intense feud.
Yes, they did.
They have the best
Sasha
match.
made fucking that girl Izzy cry.
Yeah. They had
I remember that. Yeah.
They had a fucking match of the year at fucking NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. And
the TakeOver, the show afterwards might have actually been a better match.
But it's the fact that we're trying to establish, I guess they're trying to establish a middle ground. You have Charlotte, who's the heel to the heel as possible, as heels can get.
Yeah. Middle
ground, Sasha, I guess, half heel, half face. She does heel shit, but she wants to be cool and fucking hugging Bayley and all this crap. And Bayley's as fucking as white meat as you could possibly get.
God, vanilla as fuck.
Now, I do want to make a statement about the fact that Nia Jax is nowhere to be found in this whole situation.
Yeah, the one who pinned the champion a week ago on the show.
She pinned Sasha and Bayley on 2 separate occasions.
Yes.
She threw around Sasha for months. She beat Bayley, who was the champion, on Monday Night Raw in the middle of the fucking ring. And she's nowhere to be found because she apparently, okay, she was supposed, or I guess Sasha was actually supposed to win that match holding onto the ropes. I don't know if you knew
Yeah,
about this or read about this or found
No,
out about
I
this.
didn't read about
this.
They
actually.
fucked up the ending, okay? So Sasha was actually supposed to hold the ropes. That's why when we were watching and I said...
That's why that pin looked awkward?
Yeah, that's why the pin
Yeah.
looked really weird. And instead of a dirty pin to try to get her one over on her, it looked like Sasha, a 90-pound woman, pinned a 260-plus pound woman clean
Yeah.
in the middle of the ring. So, I mean... I don't know why Nia Jax is nowhere to be found. I guess they're going to put her in the female Andre the Giant Memorial. I have no idea what they do.
It's just her. She eliminates herself.
Wow.
That's it.
It's fucked.
Or they just give it to her. They give her the Mae Young Battle Royal. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with
Right.
women these days. I mean,
The trophy's just a hand.
aside from the 3 women who are in the ring, Dana Brooke, who is too busy eating, Alicia Fox, who is too busy sucking Noam Dar's dick. There's really nobody in this fucking division, so I mean, a triple threat is the way to go, but the fact that Nia Jax has no say in this is ridiculous on every fucking level you could possibly get. Now, Goldberg. The Goldberg promo. This man was not liked by Chicago on this night. They did not like him whatsoever.
Well, yeah.
He was not
Because
appreciated.
he's another part-time champion.
He's a part-time champion, and when Lesnar came out, it's clear to see where everyone's gonna be siding on this whole
Yeah.
situation. Everybody knows what's gonna happen after WrestleMania. Goldberg's going back to his fucking muscle cars.
Yep.
Brock's gonna be around. Now here's a
Brock's-
question. Here's a question I'm gonna ask you guys. Okay? Well, he's still going to be involved in the product.
He'll
one
wrestle
way
at
or another.
WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Here's show up for a couple of Raws in between.
Yeah, but here's the
And
thing.
do his fucking little jig.
Here's
And
the
have Paul Heyman speak.
Is that how you describe it?
Yes.
This little jig?
Here's the question I have for both of you men. Okay, so we all know where this is headed. Brock's gonna win the belt. We all know it.
Yes.
It's not a fucking secret whatsoever. Now,
Nope.
do you prefer a champion who will not be around ever, but who really cares because the belt hasn't meant shit since it's been established, or give it to who else could they give it to in this? I don't know any other situation that this would have panned out any better. Really, the Universal Championship is stuck in a fucking corner because you're gonna give it to a guy who's not gonna be around ever. But who cares? Really, who cares? I thought about it to myself. I said that's gonna be really stupid giving it to a guy who's never around. But you know what? Fuck it.
I mean,
Brock's
you
legit.
could make an argument that the champion was hardly there for the last 6 months or
Right.
5 months or whatever.
That's true.
This belt hasn't meant for us to sit here and talk about this. We all feel the same way about belts. They mean something, obviously.
Yes.
Agreed.
But the Universal title hasn't really meant shit
No.
since its inception. So
No.
what does it matter? Really? What does it matter? No one cares.
It mattered for 1 week, and then Finn Balor got hurt.
Wrestle-
Or, I'm sorry, 2 weeks, because the KO win was cool.
Yeah.
But after that, it stopped mattering.
But Kevin Owens also was a gag for about 6 months.
yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. For 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then after that, he was...
He never once looked credible.
no.
He had
Not
Chris
until
Jericho.
2 weeks before
Yeah.
the match with Goldberg.
The match where he lost in
Yeah.
20 fucking 1 seconds, and
Yeah.
and that was it. It was over with. But I'm not going to get mad about this because really, when you look at it in hindsight, man, WrestleMania is just it's the season finale of WWE television. It's not a wrestling show. It's not like Wrestle Kingdom. It's not like Final
Yeah.
Battle. We don't care about putting the best wrestlers together. It's just power. It's just star
one big
power.
blow off. Yeah.
It's- No, the blow off happened. That was Fastlane when we got rid of all the streaks that we had.
I guess they did kill all the active
They-
storylines so
I don't
far.
understand why they buried everybody on that show.
All
They
right.
buried Kevin Owens. They buried Charlotte.
Braun, the only
They
person,
buried Braun. That was the worst.
The only person that you could defend is Braun Strowman, and for the simple fact, like I said before, is that he made a rookie, quote unquote, rookie mistake by going on the top rope. Where he shouldn't have. He should have just put Roman right away. So you can make a case for that.
But that's not like. Let's say that's like a legit argument.
No.
That's just how the match was
No.
played.
Here's-
Why would you do that?
Here's the thing, though. I don't really think it crushed Braun because I mean he did lose to Roman Reigns, and Roman's beat everybody. So I mean it crushed his character, but I don't think it like Nia Jax. It's not Nia Jax. He's still relevant.
I guess.
Braun Strowman was still in the final segment of Monday Night Raw. So they
backing away from the Undertaker is the last image we saw of him.
what's he gonna do after the mistake he made at Fastlane? What's he gonna do? Fight the Undertaker and get his ass whipped again? I mean,
You'd like to think that your big giant guy would still have the confidence to stand with
even at
a 51-year-old man.
I thought it was kind of cool that that Braun showed some deference to Taker. You know, like he's got the respect in there. You know, he backed off as he should because this is the
That's
Undertaker.
also another
Fuck
thing.
the Undertaker. He should have stood up to
Does
him.
that make him a face now? Kind of.
It does not make him a face. Doing one non-negative thing does not a face make.
Here's the thing: Braun Strowman's been hovering around the face and heel stigma.
He's not really anything right now.
He's a tweener.
Yeah, he's weird. He's in a weird place where people love him, but he's not exactly. He calls people out. He will kick anybody's ass, and he won't care. And he won't care. He'll fight anybody.
The only like heel stuff that he's done is demanding matches and kind of tearing through the back when he doesn't get his way. Like, that's really about it.
But that's what's appealing about him is that he's
that's why he's
no
the man.
nonsense guy. Yeah, he won't fuck around.
He's called himself a heel before in other interviews and stuff. So
when did he do that?
Talk is Jericho actually with the episode with the Braun Strowman nip up challenge with him and the club when he was Good Brother Strowman.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Out of Shanghai. He's like, hey, we're heels, we can do this. Like he said
I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, it was jokingly, but still.
During this promo now, Bill Goldberg, during his acceptance speech, I guess you want to call it, Chicago.
You mean the promo that never really got off the air?
Yeah, because he had to be saved by Paul Heyman because they were drowning him with CM Punk chants. And
It's
Bill,
like I hear that, Chicago.
yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm not CM Punk. Sorry, I'm a lot older, and I'm not
And less good.
way less good. God, Chicago once again. I mean, you know what? Fuck Bill. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's fine, man. But Paul Heyman had to come out and save Bill Goldberg's fucking promo, or else he would have been very flustered and he wouldn't have known what to talk about or do.
I thought it was fitting that they were chanting for a Paul Heyman guy, and then Paul Heyman came out.
Right? Yeah, right.
So Lesnar F5s Goldberg, the first offensive maneuver he's given him in years, literally. Since 2004.
Did you see how stiff Goldberg was when he took that F5? Like
he was holding onto the belt still.
Yeah. He let it go like right before he went down.
I hear that's why he's been doing nothing but these really quick squashes.
Because they don't want him to get hurt.
He can't take a bump, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Of course he can't.
It's not that he can't take a bump.
bump.
They just don't want to risk him getting hurt.
How long is that match going to go with Lesnar? At WrestleMania, like 5 minutes?
It can't be that long, man, because he can't
Dude will probably be gassed after 90 seconds.
Yeah, he can't handle it, bro.
You know what? Kevin had a legitimate strategy. Just not even. All you have to do is let Goldberg come out because his fucking entrance is so goddamn intense. Yeah. He's tired when he gets to the ring. Pin him.
And if you catch him on the right, he'll headbutt a locker before he comes out there.
Dude's
so he might already be concussed.
Dude's already in the ring, woozy as fuck, and he hasn't taken a bump yet. It would have been perfect for
he'll be showing color on his way down around.
Does everything for himself. So that segment ended with Brock F5ing Billy and giving everyone in Chicago a nice. Everyone gave him a nice, well-deserved applaud. I forgot what I was gonna say, audience, but it was good to see Billy finally get his
get his comeuppance.
Yeah, right. I guess.
Old William.
Yep.
Dude's been squashing all of our heroes left and right. It's about fucking time. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho. Now, the match itself, I don't give a fuck about. I do want to talk about the inconsistency with this fucking finish. He had him in the Coquita clutching the outside, right? This fucking guy. Now, usually when two guys are on the outside, ref counts, right? One guy goes into the ring, slides into the ring to break up the count, no?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
When one guy gets in the ring, isn't that cue for the ref to start a count on the one guy that's on the outside of the fucking ring?
I don't know. I've seen it officiated so many different ways. I always thought that it used to be that the count was for both of them. If one guy went in, the count still continued for one. But then I've seen it officiated where the count would stop.
Yeah.
And then the count would start over again.
You know, now that you mentioned, I've seen that too. That's weird.
I have no idea. We're just supposed to go along with whatever.
Yeah, we're just supposed to nod our heads. And
what is up with these inconsistencies with WWE?
Someone needs to pull out the WWE rule book.
The handbook is non-existent. This is like the XFL all over again. No one knows what the fuck's going on half the time. We had Naomi who had to give up the title for 30 because she couldn't make the 30-day mark. Chris Jericho had to defend the belt in 30 days.
She had to give up for the 30-day mark that she was only 6 days in.
Yeah, right? Are you fucking serious that Chris Jericho's been wearing this really good-looking belt around his waist for a long time? Yeah. There's no rules. Like, everyone just makes up shit along the way.
I say this like every week. If you want our suspension of disbelief to exist, you should probably try to make this as much of a credible show as
Have a
possible.
fucking rule
Be
book.
consistent with your rules and
Seriously.
yeah.
Have fucking stipulations. Have fucking law. There's nothing. It's just all in the sake of entertainment.
It's like the Wild West out there, man.
I understand you want to have an entertainment factor to it, but you can have an entertainment factor and be consistent and try to portray, like you want to portray your show as a legitimate sport. Act like it.
No, Vince is running Raw like a soap opera, like a weekly soap opera or a weekly fucking action adventure show, where we just forget about things being there's no continuity here at all whatsoever. But we're gonna put on the best.
It's just so episodic. The rules that happened last week have nothing to do with
it's
what's
like you're
going on.
watching an anime or an action show that like has just random ass pull out of nowhere that's not consistent with any of the powers before in any other episode. But because the situation calls for it, you automatically get that power boost or whatever.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super.
Or
pretty much any shonen anime.
Basically, yeah.
That's why I said WrestleMania is just star power.
Yeah.
It's built for star power. It has nothing to do with who's good and who's not good. And I do want to talk about that coming up on SmackDown because I really don't want to see Shane McMahon go up against AJ. I really fucking don't.
They're getting there.
But hey. God. Before we leave Raw, I'd like to announce some news.
Oh, go on.
So we've all heard that Kelly got signed to a 2-year.
Sadly, go on.
Hey, you stop that, all right? I'll have you know she won a Slammy, bro.
And she got slammed by a lot of guys too.
That's not true. Okay, those are rumors.
Slammed by Batista
rumors,
and CM Punk?
Fucked like CM Punk, Batista. And Test. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't she with Test before he died?
Yeah. Now go on.
Okay, she won a Slammy. She won a Slammy for Divalicious Moment of the Year in 2011.
Divalicious Moment of the God damn.
Divalicious.
For her,
I hate this company.
Yeah, Divalicious Moment of the Year for her win over Brie Bella for the Divas Championship.
Oh no!
Which was a rematch. She was fan voted into this rematch after her devastating loss at Over the Limit.
Okay, what's the news? Enough of Kelly's bio.
Yeah,
but in either case, so apparently she's going to be taking over the Emelina role.
Oh, yeah,
she's going to
really.
Yeah, since Emma couldn't commit to the role, to the character, she's going to.
Who the fuck cares? You know, nobody's going to care about that. I'm glad they're bringing Evil Emma
thing,
back.
though,
they want to have like another Sable, that's what
like
they said.
Like a porn star.
They want to have like another.
They just want another porn star.
That's going to fail so hard.
They want
a PG show. They want a porn star.
They would like to
get fucked. Vince.
They would like to have some sex appeal back on the show.
On a PG show. Oh, I mean, they're trying to push the envelope nowadays. I don't know if you know. I mean, very slowly. It's at a very slow pace. But.
Chris Jericho couldn't say "son of a bitch" on Raw, but they were okay with re-saying it on SmackDown.
No. I will defend that because I just didn't. I don't think he wanted to go off the deep end, man. He just didn't want to say it. He just didn't want to go there.
He wanted to rate it in, man.
Yeah.
That was so cringy, by the way.
I don't think it had anything to do with
the
the
man thing over and over again.
It's one of those things that it's so bad it's good.
It was god awful.
I don't think it had anything to do with the rating system. I just think he just didn't want to. He didn't want to go there. Okay, he was just
I get. All right, I'll give you that.
Here's the thing: when I saw that, and I know our boy JD said that, and I don't fucking believe it at all. Did JD say that
about what?
About yeah, he did say that
about
the son of a bitch thing. How he could have just said bitch and to make it more intense, but I just think Chris just wanted to take it slow. He didn't want to go off the deep end, man. He's a chill dude, man. He's all about being chill.
I mean, he is a babyface now, so he can't go out. He can't lose it.
Yeah, he can't go out there, man, and just start cursing, you know.
But yeah, that's my news this week. She's going to take over the Emelina role, which makes sense
because
she did debut as an exhibitionist kind of character, so it she can pull it off.
And you know
it's
what?
more fitting for her than it would be for Emma.
It's a lot more fitting for Kelly because for the most part, Kelly is eye candy.
Yeah,
she's not like the best wrestler on the planet. She's okay. She could go out there and try. That's the best I'll give her. She's a lot better than a lot of these fucking broads that they had in 2007 and 2008. But I could buy that, I guess. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we all know one thing, is that Emma's too fucking busy surfing and doing other shit. Because I follow her on Instagram, and I just can't. I look at her and I say, well, good to know that she's having a great time in fucking California.
Well, I mean, they haven't been giving her anything to do, so like.
She's going back to being fucking boring-ass Emma. Who cares?
Boring-ass? You mean great evil Emma? Evil Emma was fantastic.
Evil Emma was fantastic. And Anthony, I know we've been longtime Emmacrats for a while now.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah,
Evil
Emma had a much better moveset. She was much more dynamic in the ring.
She was a good heel.
She was a good heel. If she didn't get injured, she could have done something.
I would have thrown her a bone if she just came back as Emma again.
Well, that's not her fault. They strapped her to that character.
That's creative forcing.
And that's actually good. I'm actually kind of glad that she sabotaged that character. If that story,
I'm glad too.
Because fuck that character.
Yeah. Well, if you know that you're a good wrestler and you know you could bring more,
she's better.
You could bring more to the fucking product than fucking being a porn star.
Good on her for fucking sticking.
And
it to
Kelly
Vince.
Kelly is probably okay. She did that fucking stripping on ECW. Remember ECW?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she was an
striptease with Brooke Adams. AKA
Miss Tessmacher.
Tessmacher.
Much to the chagrin of her in-ring boyfriend Mike Knox, who was pretty pissed off about that.
Mike Knox.
You mean Nux from Aces and Eights?
Mike Knox. You know who I think about? Balls Mahoney right after that too on ECW. Holy shit, that was awful.
I kind of wish she was going to SmackDown though, so she could reignite her feud with Maurice.
Nah, man, she's gonna be on fucking Raw because Vince has a really big fucking hard-on for her. He's got a Tom Phillips size hard-on for fucking Kelly.
You mean an erection that will last this whole 4-hour
That's
flight?
right. So you know they got to put him on Raw. And for the most part, we all understand the fact that Raw is complete fucking shit for 3 hours
Raw
long.
needs bitches. Raw need, outside of the Horsewomen and Nia Jax, who's hardly on there, they need bitches.
Send all the wrestlers to SmackDown so we could watch some real wrestling and keep all the whores on Mondays. So everyone gets what they want, so we get to see some sex appeal and some real wrestling.
For a show we're recording on Women's Day, we're being pretty misogynistic right now.
Hail the patriarchy.
Not like
Milo did nothing wrong.
No. SmackDown.
Hey man, we glossed over the cruiserweight segment.
Are you serious? The cruiserweight. Okay, so Austin Aries came back. That's about it. Or Austin Aries is going to come back.
This might actually be legitimately
No.
good.
I totally get it, but it's Austin Aries came back, which is awesome. We'll see how that goes. I don't know what else to talk about.
The fact that Neville and Rich Swann had a great match.
Oh yeah, well they had a 6-minute fucking match that was basically a big. The promo with Aries was a lot longer than the match itself.
Yeah. But the fact of the matter is the match was good, and like they actually kind of loosened the reins on the cruiserweights and kind of let them get their shit in.
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel like that was a little bit worth talking
but
about.
It was a whole lot of getting to Austin Aries. It's just a stepping stone to Austin Aries.
The build to getting to Austin Aries. And
don't trust me. I'm excited about Austin Aries coming back because fuck that division's really fucking dry.
Well, yeah, it needs Austin Aries.
It needs a lot of revitalizing out. Okay, we need a lot of TNA guys. We're gonna need Sanjay Dutt to come back. We're gonna need
Sanjay Dutt. Wow.
Petey Williams.
Is he gonna bring SoCal Val with him?
I would hope he brings Suicide. That'd be great. Or actually, Suicide's already in the company because TJ's there.
Well, did you hear that the TNA brought Suicide back?
Who is it now?
I don't know if you guys know him from using
Suicide. Don't you mean Manic?
Yeah, Caleb Conley. I don't know if you know him.
No, never heard of him.
I think he was in ROH and he used to be involved and shit.
Never heard of him. SmackDown. Are you okay now, Anthony? You want to talk about any more cruiserweight stuff? Jack Gallagher, Umbrellas.
Fuck you, dude.
Okay, cool. SmackDown hailed from Indianapolis, and this crowd was all right. Not too much to talk about. I mean,
way better than the crowd in Titletown.
It's oh my god, anybody. A Screaming Baby's a lot better than fucking Green Bay. All right, holy fucking shit.
Seriously.
So SmackDown kicked off with two things I do want to speak about. I want to get off my chest that I have a big issue with. One of them actually is a big issue. Where the fuck is American Alpha?
Who knows?
Who cares until the revival gets called up, to be honest with you.
We won't see that for a while.
They don't have any competition on the show anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who cares until the revival gets called up?
This whole show, the last 2 shows have gone on completely without American Alpha. Not a fucking shitty backstage segment. Why didn't they have like an APA type thing where they're just playing cards?
Where they got the
smoking fucking cigars.
Standalone door.
Do something
that make
with
people
them.
go through instead of walking around.
Why the fuck aren't we using our tag team champions in some sort of comedic fashion to keep them relevant on this fucking show?
There's only like 3 belts on the show, you know, so I mean you kind of need like
really?
one third of the
Jesus Christ.
1/3 of the titles. Yeah,
bring somebody back. I mean,
you need something.
Bring somebody good back. Don't bring me the fucking headbangers, please. Oh my god, anybody that's fucking old, please.
Seriously.
I'd rather see Jamie Noble. And
wow,
who did he team with in J&J? Who the fuck was
Joey Mercury?
Joey Mercury? Yeah, holy shit.
I mean, in a couple of months we could be seeing
the Hardys,
the Hardy Boys.
I heard they whatchamacallit, didn't they re-sign?
Was
They
TNA?
signed.
No.
They signed with ROH.
With ROH.
Yeah,
then
but
they
It's
signed with
up
ROH.
until the night before WrestleMania.
I was
though.
about to say Meltzer said it's going to last about 2 months.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's a
wow.
very
Yeah.
short time, and the contract's actually up the night before Mania.
Yeah, which means they'll probably drop the belts at Supercard of Honor if they don't drop them on at the 14th
There
anniversary show,
is-
which is tomorrow.
There is heavy talks about the broken Hardys making their way to the
I think they're
WWE.
coming. I don't see why.
And you know what? Here, I said no to this idea because I don't want them. I don't want Matt Hardy back. I don't want Jeff Hardy back. These guys need to be broken. They need to be weird.
Yesterday, I believe Matt Hardy filed for the broken Matt Hardy.
Okay,
trademark,
cool.
so.
Because here's the thing: if it's not, I do believe Matt said if he's not broken, he doesn't want to do anything anymore. He's not going back to. I loved
gimmick,
I loved
yeah.
V1.
This gimmick is money. Like, why
All right.
wouldn't you?
I fucking loved V1. Okay,
You were the only
Mattitude.
one.
Mattitude was phenomenal. The little sound bites with the fucking Mattitude.com was great. Okay, but anyways. I don't want to see that Matt. I do want to see broken fucking Matt.
Yeah.
If he's not broken, I don't need fixed Matt Hardy. We don't
No.
want that, okay?
Not at all.
So I hope that Vince McMahon says, you know what? I see a lot of money, but you know what? I'm going to have to let you keep that gimmick. Vince is going to have to do something he really doesn't want to do, and he's going to have to let a guy create his own thing.
You mean give up creative control to the talent?
I don't know. I don't think you could give up creative control completely in WWE because they will do what they want to do, but I do think he'll keep the character.
He might give Matt a little leeway.
He's going to have to because Matt Hardy's the biggest thing. Aside from anybody, I mean, he's bigger than WWE, I think. Matt Hardy?
Yeah.
He's bigger than anyone in WWE. He's bigger than the company.
Right now, this is the biggest gimmick in wrestling.
He was the only reason to watch TNA. TNA is complete fucking horseshit.
Which BT Dub, breaking TNA news, they may have re-signed a deal with Spike TV.
Oh, boy.
We might actually be able to watch TNA again, except I'm never going to watch it.
Give me a
again.
fucking
Yeah.
break. Give me a fucking break. They spent all their money on Alberto, okay, to win the belt, take it off of Lashley.
Alberto Del Patron?
El Patron, motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
He's the Patron, not of the Patron. Doesn't make any sense. Anyways,
Is that what Del means? Is of the?
yeah.
Oh.
Nice to know.
Maybe I don't know. Don't listen to that.
I actually don't think that's
Yeah,
what
that
it
was
is.
kind
That's
of, we'll edit that out in post. Anyways,
I think of those De La, but I mean,
who gives a fuck? I don't care. Anyways, Patron. So he wins the belt. Okay, I'm assuming that they're really putting their entire. Aside from Smackdown, I know we're supposed to be talking about Smackdown, but this is a little more interesting. Really, TNA is supposed to put all their backing and all their trust into fucking Alberto Del Rio. But let me get this straight: you gave up not Magnus. Who do they give up? Galloway.
Drew Galloway.
Gave
the
up fucking
Hardys,
Galloway. They
Mike
gave
Bennett,
up,
Maria Kanellis.
Yeah. So you gave up 5 good, right? 5 and
yeah.
Rebby 6.
And King
King
Maxwell.
Maxwell. And you gave up all this talent and the only reason to watch TNA. Now what the fuck does TNA have?
Ethan Carter.
Really?
Ethan Carter's the man.
You hear those crickets? No, he's not. You hear those
No.
crickets? No one gives a
No.
fuck about Ethan Carter.
I would love to meet if we had a call-in station, which I hope we do one day when we get to go to the phones.
That would be sick.
I would love if we had phones right now. I would say we're gonna go to the phones and ask any fucking person on this universe that watches TNA still, and I
Yeah.
would love to meet someone who just watches TNA strictly.
By the way, speaking of Ethan Carter, like, how does that gimmick work now that his aunt is out of
He
power?
inherited the power. I don't know. He got all the money because she went broke, and her and Surge went off to the fucking beach.
Hey, he's a Carter. The world needs them.
Yeah, but obviously not TNA since she's out of power.
God, TNA is such shit. I just don't understand the logic. I get that they're trying to rebuild with actual wrestlers, but the gimmick of broken Matt Hardy is not just a shitty, cheesy gimmick. This thing is literally the biggest thing in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
You can't tell me otherwise. They're bigger than a couple years ago, it was the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks were the biggest thing on the earth.
And
now
then right after was Bullet Club.
yeah, the Bullet Club, and now they fucking suck,
yeah.
and no one cares.
Well,
about
the
fucking
Young Bucks and the Bullet Club kind of went hand in hand.
Yeah, well, there was a moment before Young Bucks joined where the Bucks were just huge on their own, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they're all right now, but now me and Anthony over here have realized that they're very formulaic.
Well, they've always
good.
They've always been formulaic.
They're
We've
very
just seen
good.
the same match
Their
like
spot
1,000
yeah.
times over.
They hit the same spots.
Yeah, they hit
but
the same spots, but oddly enough, they're still consistent. They're still not bad wrestlers.
You know
I'm not
why?
saying they're
Because the
bad
spots are
wrestlers.
sweet. That's why.
Yeah,
I
that's-
still enjoy the Young Bucks. I just think
Yeah.
the whole Bullet Club gimmick as a whole is just kind of it's.
Oh, the Bullet
there's
Club's
nothing.
dead.
There's nothing
Yeah.
really to it.
When you start getting subsidiaries of the Bullet Club, it's dead. Really. The Tamatonga Club? Fuck off, man. The Gorillas of Destiny? Fuck you, okay?
They're
God.
actually not that bad.
Split them all up, please. The Elite is the Elite. They're the Elite for a reason. The
Yeah.
Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are the only thing that matter. No one gives a fuck about anybody in the Bullet.
But if you don't keep
Cody's
it together,
his
then
own-
what are Takahashi and Bad Luck Fale going to do?
Yeah.
They'll have
What
nothing to do.
about
no
Hangman
money for
Page,
the
dude?
no money for the hose, I guess, right? Jesus Christ, can't go to the strip joints no more in
Hangman
Tokyo.
Page is definitely a standalone gimmick,
Hangman
dude.
fucking Page, what a cock!
What are they going to do with Kazarian now that Kazarian joined Bullet Club?
I don't know. Put him back with Daniels.
He just turned on him. They're not going to put
This
him
is
in.
wrestling. Put him back with Daniels. No one cares.
Daniels has got to lose his match at the 14th anniversary show. So
Oh yeah, he's going up against Adam Cole.
Yes.
Baby. Now, back to SmackDown, I guess. Back to the fucking WWE. I did notice that Bray Wyatt was absent this whole show. Now there was
yeah, he's stewing over the
no,
over the
I
loss of the remains.
I
of
actually
Sister
heard
Abigail.
otherwise. I heard he was seeking insurance for his burnt down
Oh, yeah.
shed
Oh, wow.
from Glenn Jacobs because Kane knows a thing or two about burning houses, right? So he's
Yeah.
recovered his houses. You know, his house was on fire once.
Yeah.
And great
I mean-
plastic surgery,
I mean,
by the way.
Glenn is a burn victim. So.
Yes, he is a burn victim, and so is
First-hand experience.
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's sister burned alive at the
Yeah.
hands of Randy Orton, and now he's seeking
She
insurance.
wasn't burned alive. Her remains were burned.
Whatever, man.
I hope he has
All the
farmers, bro.
remains.
Those worms were burned alive. Now he was seeking insurance assistance from corporate Kane this week, so that's why he was not on SmackDown.
Oh, I
The
see.
devil's favorite tax attorney.
Now this SmackDown, we've been praising SmackDown for weeks. Okay, it's been good. It's been okay.
Hell, months at this point.
Yeah.
This SmackDown was noticeably like Raw, in the sense that we got the corporate faces coming out, cutting a fucking promo that's long. It was 12 minutes long. I counted. And then another issue I had with this stupid fucking opening segment was the fact that and Tyson over here said he missed it, and I basically told him it was one big reiteration of last week. All they did, they showed the package, right, of Randy doing his deed, committing arson, which is illegal. And then they, once again, Shane and fucking Brian in the middle of the ring said, by the way, if you guys missed it, Shane or Randy burned down his shed. Yeah, I fucking watched the show last week. Thank
Yeah.
you. I get it. That was it. They just talked about what happened on SmackDown last week. Oh, and then they showed the footage again.
Oh,
So just in case
you missed it.
Just in case you didn't see the fire, okay?
Just in case you're tuning in for the first time.
Some dude in the back is so proud of this fucking shot that he said, "Hey, can you guys show this again and again and again? Because it looks really good with the house burning down."
Because it was so cool.
The theme of this whole show was, should it be AJ or should it be Randy? Now, my opinion on this whole situation of who should be at WrestleMania facing Bray Wyatt is very, very simple. Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble. He then gave up his chance to go to WrestleMania, right? AJ wasted his fucking time winning or not winning a Battle Royal. What is there to argue here?
Dude, this whole angle has been so convoluted from the jump. Okay, and they're just muddying the waters further by inserting AJ in there for no fucking reason. This should have easily been this should have culminated in a triple threat between
should've.
Luke, Bray, and Randy
Yeah.
for the title.
Are they still going to get Luke Harper involved?
Where's Luke?
Yeah.
Why AJ? Why even do the battle royal?
Seeking emotional insurance. I have no idea.
There's literally no reason for any of this shit. And I love how D-Bry literally gets on the thing and it's like, well, you know what? I know that we have 20-odd years of history with this title shot thing, you know, the Rumble and such, but fuck that. It's going to be a shot versus shot match because...
Shane was on AJ's side. He said, I think AJ should go to Mania. And Brian was like, oh, we should protect the Royal Rumble winner. But here's the thing. If I was booking this show, let's go kayfabe for a little bit.
Yeah.
If I'm booking this show and a guy says, hey, I don't want to fight that guy in Mania. Okay, so all right, I'll find somebody else. And if he goes, oh, by the way, I burned down his house, I committed arson, so now I'm back in the WrestleMania main event. No, the fuck you're not. You're going to pay for that, by the way. 1, 2, you're going to be in some mid-card match because you gave up your fucking shot.
And the police are on their way.
I was about to say,
they
yeah.
have a lot of questions you need to answer.
You're an idiot. You committed a felony on live television. So
Yeah.
This doesn't make fucking any sense because it now. Mike, another question I had because I have a lot of questions when I watch WWE. It's almost ridiculous. Now, what if Randy won the match against AJ? We saw that at the main event. By the way, this match was fucking slow, and I know it's Randy Orton, and Randy's a slow fucking guy. But Jesus Christ, man, they were talking about how this is the biggest main event in SmackDown history. I'm sorry, that's not true.
No,
I beg to differ. Yeah.
Were you an old school? You're an old school SmackDown guy, right? With Lesnar back in the day.
I was more of a Raw guy.
All right.
SmackDown came on UPN. I didn't have that channel. So.
Okay. The best SmackDown event I've ever seen in my life was Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle in an Iron Man match for the world title on SmackDown.
That sounds pretty legit.
That was a very legit match. So fuck you. By the way, 1-2.
Is that the match with the botched Brock Lesnar shooting star press?
No, that was WrestleMania 19.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like prior to this match actually, which is really weird. They fought a bunch of times, but anyways.
See, there's my big gap in WWE.
It's the fact that now we're playing up this super big main event, which was not remotely okay. It was all right. I mean, let's be fair. AJ, anything that AJ touches is gold. Even Randy Orton, but Randy, I'm sure in the back, Randy said, "What do you want to do, AJ?" Oh, AJ's like, "Oh, I want to do a bunch of flips and shit, man. What do you want to do?" A couple of holds, and then some more fucking holds.
Well, it's already done.
And some more fucking holds.
It's just rest holds and then
a DDT.
And then
this match was watchable because of AJ. Because AJ, when he had his moments, everything was a lot quicker. And when Randy had his moments, oh boy, you could have swore time stopped, man. Randy's okay, but fuck Randy's so fucking. He's methodical. Now methodical's not a. It's some guys can do it, some guys can't. Randy's always been a guy that could kind of do it. But this match really proved that AJ's so out of everybody's fucking league.
You need context for methodical. Like, you need context for that in order for that to work. Otherwise, it's just going to slow things down.
It was so fucking
and just
slow.
kill the crowd.
In this day and age, when you're going up against AJ fucking Styles, okay, a headlock is the worst thing you could do with a match like this. It's hands down one of the worst things you could do, especially with AJ Styles, who's a very fast guy. Fast-paced. Yeah. Everything's fast. Everything's got to happen right now. Flips, stupid shit, Pele kicks, let's do it. And Randy's like, nah, man, I think I'm going to put on a hold. And we're going to sit there and milk this fucking shit and make it fucking 15 minutes of complete horse shit.
But, I mean, that also logically makes sense because AJ's a fast-paced kind of guy.
Yeah, I guess.
As his opponent, you'd want to slow him down.
The best SmackDown main event ever.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, that's the point. This was not even.
It wasn't even the best SmackDown main event since the brand split.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. But this whole SmackDown was just basically revolved around that. Now then, the thing I wanted to point out is now what if Randy says, you know what? I don't want to be at WrestleMania. God, I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. What do they do now? We have another
just
battle royal.
The whole thing over again.
So we crown another guy in the Battle Royal. So Apollo Crews wins the next Battle Royal. And then Randy goes...
Yeah, it's Apollo and Dolph that do the same fucking spot where they're suplexing each other out of the ring.
Randy pokes on Daniel's back and goes, hey, I just changed my mind, man. I think I really want to be in the Rumble or at WrestleMania now. And he goes, fuck, Randy. Fucking Christ. Pick something. And so we have a match between Apollo Crews and Randy Orton. But anyways, that was this whole fucking thing. Cena and Nikki Bella had another cringy-ass fucking moment with why is Ellsworth on this show? Why are we still booking this guy?
They signed him to a deal. They got to give him something to do.
The match itself...
And he's not doing Carmella, so...
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because he's not from the Empire State, and he's not a very tall edge.
Yeah.
So you have no shot with this broad. The whole point of this was to get the Mizanins over, really. They came out. They knocked... By the way, this is hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. Okay, they pull both of them respectively, the woman and the man, pull the other woman and the man by the feet down underneath the ring, right underneath the ropes. John gets thrown into what did he get thrown into? The steel steps. Nikki gets put up against a fucking turnbuckle, and then the Mizanins or Miz, I guess, Mikey cuts a fucking another Mike Mizanin promo. Which is amazing. He's always been good. And this promo was about 8 fucking minutes long. And John was dead.
Yeah.
I don't know how. He was out on the fucking floor sleeping, man. This guy took a snooze because I don't know how the fuck getting thrown into some steps really put John Cena out of his misery. And same thing goes for Nikki. She died on the outside. But basically the whole story about this is that this is the whole gimmick you have here for WrestleMania with these two teams. Hey guys, do you remember watching Total Bellas? Yeah, that. John's a dick. Nikki's a whore, and she wants a lot of money, and so does John. There's a storyline, right, guys? Instead of, like, talking about stuff that matters.
I like how The Miz called out John for only using the relationship when it was convenient for him.
On Women's Month?
Yeah, I like
how it wasn't allowed to be talked about before.
I like how he hasn't claimed Nikki at all and hasn't, like, acknowledged her.
Or even helped her in
up
fights.
until now, when she's been getting her ass whipped by Natalya for, like, the last 3 months. He hasn't been doing shit.
He could not hear Carmella when she was going, oh, your boyfriend, this and this and that. Couldn't hear Natty when she was going, hey, your boyfriend, this and this and this and that. Apparently, that's Nikki Bella's weakness. Just talk about John not wanting to marry her, and she's all over the place.
He's literally had segments where he's came out right after her segments and hasn't done
Said
anything.
a fucking thing. He doesn't give a shit.
No,
Doesn't
he doesn't
care.
give a shit.
They tapped him on the shoulder and said, John, you're in a match with Miz and fucking Maurice. Are you serious?
Right.
Really? Really? That's why you talked about The Undertaker. You could have been at Mania with The Undertaker, but they dropped the ball on this shit, much like they do every fucking year, it seems like. And John Cena now is relegated to talking about why he doesn't want to marry Nikki and why, you know, stuff on Total Bellas happened and his arranged lunches and all this shit that I'm pretty sure is going to come up in the near future. So this is what this rivalry is based off a TV show, and they couldn't come up with anything else. Or the actual angle that Maurice was fired. Remember Total Divas, right?
Yeah.
Which talked about actually being fucking canned because the Bellas didn't keep their end of walking out or some shit like that.
No, it wasn't that she got canned. They agreed to come back. They left together, and that they weren't going to come back unless it was together. And then the Bellas went behind her back and signed.
See, that's a real fucking story.
Yeah.
It's a real fucking angle that you could work with, aside from, he won't marry you.
But he won't marry her. Although I did read something that I think he's actually budged a little bit on the marriage thing. That he may consider marrying.
Who the
Nikki.
fuck?
Wow.
I'm so glad he considers it. Fuck
Yeah.
you, John. You fucking suck.
By the way, did you guys catch that botched timing on the double 5-knuckle shuffle that they did in that match?
Did you catch Ellsworth not being put into the STF properly and he tapped and without any sort of fight? I mean, he was just laying on his arms.
Yeah.
It was awful. The execution sucked, and it should have, because they both fucking suck. Well, not Cena and Nikki, but Carmellsworth. They're fucking awful, and they both fucking deserve to not be on TV anymore.
Wow.
Another big thing that happened on this SmackDown was the women's what is this? The Blissertation? Why are we? Do we have to come up with a gimmick name for every fucking thing that happens on television? Blissertation. Get the fuck out of here. What does that even mean?
I popped.
What does that mean?
It's a play on dissertation.
Yeah.
What does dissertation mean?
Dissertation, I'm pretty sure it's if you're in grad school, it's the giant paper / presentation that you have to give before you get your doctorate and or master's.
Is Alexa Bliss getting her doctorate on SmackDown?
Maybe.
It was a funny enough play on words. I popped.
Oh God, give you a break. All right, the segment itself, it was basically one woman coming out after another woman saying, "I deserve the belt." No, I deserve the belt. Mickey, by the way, said she deserves to be the contender at WrestleMania. Then Bryan comes out and settles it with, hey, everyone on the fucking card, or everyone in the roster is going to get a shot at the title, which we all know where this is headed. If you know wrestling, you know where this is headed. Everyone that's available on or in the locker room for the women. So 6 plus Naomi. You know Naomi will be there. You know he will.
Is this where Eva Marie makes her
I hope so.
That
Holy
would be
shit.
amazing.
Eva Marie has been missed.
Yes.
Severely.
I miss hating somebody so much on SmackDown.
Yep.
It's no one's hateable that much on SmackDown, and she was great at her job.
Yes.
Really, but doesn't have red hair anymore, man. So
Wait, really?
She has black hair now, motherfucker.
No way, black?
What happened to all red everything?
So it's all black everything now. So
hey, what up, though?
this match, or this segment, I mean, turned into a tag match, and you know how this went. Natty betrayed Becky by giving her a German, and at the end of it, after Alexa pinned Becky, Mickey kicked her in the fucking face.
Yep.
So now we have dissension on all sides on the roster, so it's perfect for WrestleMania. And that's all SmackDown will come up with. We just can't decide who's going to go one-on-one with Alexa, so put them all in a fucking match.
Well, you have to figure out a good, creative, like, unsuspecting way to get Naomi back in the picture, so.
I guess, whatever. It's a cop-out, but you know what?
How else were they going to do it?
How else were they going to do it? Can't fucking please all these women.
They want the pop. They want the surprise, so they don't want her to be booked for the, like, advertised for the match is what I'm assuming.
And it almost seems, aside from Goldberg and Lesnar and the Randy and fucking Bray, is that most of these matches are going to be multi-people matches now.
Jericho and Owens.
Oh, okay. Aside from that, everybody else is going to be in a multi-person match. The women, both.
Aries and Neville will probably be solo, too. Okay. They'll probably also be on the pre-show.
What about the rest of the fucking card? We have so many fucking people.
You know the show is going to be 6.5 hours long?
Really? I don't know if that including the pre-show?
I hope it's including the pre-show.
I don't know if anyone caught this. I didn't really want to talk about it, but since we brought up people being in large matches, Mojo Rawley declared himself for the Andre the Giant No One Gives a Fuck Battle Royal. And so that match is going to be massive. Massive. Because it's going to be filled with a bunch of people that creative doesn't know what to do with. Because if your name's not Goldberg or Brock Lesnar, we don't have a plan.
Shaq and the Big Show is also going to be
oh boy.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Tall men going at it for fucking 20 minutes.
Tall, bald men.
I read a funny meme today that people have this misconception that WWE won or WWF won the Monday Night Wars. But I'm trying to remember the whole meme. But apparently now that Raw is 3 hours, Bill Goldberg is the champion. What else is part of the meme? But it rounds out with it was all these things that were similar to Nitro, and then it rounds out with all we need is an NBA star to wrestle, and it says wait ...
Yeah,
because we get and apparently the contract talks are back on with Shaq,
Paige, and who the fuck did Paige team up with back? And it was Dennis Rodman, Hogan, and against DDP and Karl Malone. Holy fuck!
Wait, did you say something about a contract for Shaq?
Yes.
He talked about it on his podcast, right?
Like a legit fucking contract?
for the show.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Jesus Christ.
No.
Strap your assholes in, everybody. We're going for a tall ride at WrestleMania between two large men.
But yeah, apparently WCW is playing the long con, and they're
it's a long ass con, dude.
17 years later.
We get some more Ambrose and Corbin interaction on this show. It was literally the same segment as last week. If you watched it, it was the same shit.
Oh yeah.
Chad Hawkins was in the ring, by the way. We don't even care to call him by his real name. Who gives a fuck anymore? Face the facts. My fucking balls, man. Jesus Christ. This guy's fucking awful.
I thought the Corbin delivery this time was a little better.
All right. No, the reason why I said it was the same.
It was the same exact setup.
It was the same formula. They literally copied and pasted it from last week. Ambrose comes out, makes a mockery of Chad Hawkins, cuts a very awful promo. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so done with Dean Ambrose. I really am.
Yeah, I've been done with Dean Ambrose, man.
I was on the hype train when he had those matches with Seth, and after that, I was...
This guy, his entire gimmick is just jokes, and being dirty.
Yeah.
And wearing the belt that he never defends. It's it. He just cuts fucking awful jokes.
Dean Ambrose is not a good PG character.
No.
He needs to be on a TV
he needs to be
or CBMA show.
On a much edgier show where he could probably thrive a lot more because he get to do a lot better matches.
And he could say more too.
He could say a lot more. He's a very explicit guy, and now we're over here. We are relegated to him talking about how Baron Corbin. I don't even know, his jokes are fucking bad.
Yeah.
All he does is talk about Corbin's jeans and being in a corner or whatever the fuck he said. I don't even fucking remember, and I don't really care. But long story short, Chad Hawkins got his ass whipped. He got jobbed out. By the way, he had a promo. He said, "Oh, get out of here, Dean.
Yeah.
We need to finish what we started." And the facts always fight back. Really? Do they?
Yeah.
It's
the first thing he said since he had that moment with Mojo and Ryan Phillippe.
It's a good thing to know that I saw Kurt Hawkins this week's face. I saw his face.
Yeah.
I didn't see him get buried with a fucking DDT. But he gets beat up once, then he gets beat up again on Ambrose's way to the back to find Baron Corbin and his long-lost mysterious alleyway that he always cuts promos from every fucking week. I don't know where he finds these alleyways, but they look really dark and scary. Later on, we saw Ambrose run into Corbin. Corbin beat the shit out of him with a steel pipe. And then the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, I get it. This was supposed to be This was supposed to be heinous. It was supposed to make Baron Corbin look like a really big baddie. He lowered a forklift onto Dean Ambrose's body. All right, I guess if you get a forklift lowered on you, it would probably hurt.
Yeah, those forks are not light.
No, not at all. Here's the thing: this thing was so far off his body that it was almost. It was.
I noticed that.
You kind of have to play along there. They're not going to really drop it on him.
I'm sure they had like stop guards on it to keep it from actually touching him.
If you go back,
I'm pretty sure a thing can like lower with the same force it raises with, which can lift like 10,000 pounds.
Yeah,
so come on.
I get it. But the funny thing was when you watch this, go back and watch it again. He lowers it, and it almost seems like he stops at a certain point, and then Dean almost has to throw himself into the fork.
Yeah.
To make it look like he's dying. So it was this far off his fucking body. So then he goes, "Oh shit, this is so far off," and then he just like lunges himself at the fucking fork.
Which, by the way, why is there a forklift back? So what are they like? What palletized merch are they moving around?
The Ellsworth shirts.
Well, I mean, yeah, they probably have to move their shirts and the concessions and stuff.
I guess, but I mean, are you really moving that shit with a forklift? Like that's not on dollies or something? Like.
I mean, you might get pallets.
Is there a bunch of freight in the back that needs to be picked up and put around?
For segments like this.
And you're telling me the Corbin's got a fucking operator's license? Like, really? Like,
well,
I mean, he could have got fired or plenty of jobs for this.
Yeah, right?
To be honest, for someone who's operated a forklift, I mean, yeah, it helps to have a license and know exactly what to do, but it's not that hard to figure out.
I mean, I'm sure, but hey, I don't have a forklift license. If I had to hop on one, I don't know which dial does what, all right? Like, I don't know which lever to pull, so...
You can figure it out. There's not that many levers on there.
Not the space that he had to do it. He just kind of hopped in the seat and was like, yup, here we go.
Well, I mean, he's been hanging out in that back alley. He probably rehearsed it.
Yeah, probably.
He probably gave it a look over before he...
He's been stuck in this dark alley. You might as well learn a couple things about dark alleys and operating fucking forklifts.
I didn't know he used to work at the WWE shop distribution center.
I guess he has a license to being a fucking creep. I have no idea.
Right. Maybe this guy really does have like a forklift license.
That would be amazing.
That'd be very authentic.
As man's been certified this whole time.
They probably made him get certified before they cut that segment.
The reason why I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention that this fucking guy did this and why it looked so unrealistic was the fact that later on when they got the medical report for fucking Ambrose, they said that he was coughing up blood. He coughed up blood and he might have bruised ribs.
If he was coughing up blood, wouldn't he have been like coughing at like when he was being pinned by the
Oh, you mean when he lunged himself into the fork? I don't know.
I'm trying to play along here. Go with it.
No, I can't. Really? God, medical report. Our staff is telling us he's coughing up. Fuck you, seriously. Just like when he got thrown into that fucking with the cookie table and the fucking sparks went off and all of a sudden he had aneurysms the next day. I have no idea what the medical report was for that shit. But anyways, let's talk about Randy Orton and fucking AJ Styles. Didn't we talk about this already?
Yeah, we talked about how slow. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Talk about it again.
Oh, well, fucking hell no! I don't want to talk about this goddamn segment. That's SmackDown, I guess.
Yep.
That was SmackDown in a nutshell. It was basically revolved around Randy and AJ Styles, and it was not a good match, and that was it. And the build towards WrestleMania was slowed down significantly with this SmackDown, which is very odd. SmackDown's very good almost all the time, but I guess they got lazy. They got very lazy with this shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was kind of bad last week, too, when they blew the lid off of the whole Randy thing, like, super early and pulled a Raw. I don't know what they're doing anymore.
Oh, remember when we said that Randy should leave television? I guess they flipped the roles here because Bray hasn't been seen at all this week, so I guess...
One of them's got to go. They both can't be in the building at the same time after that.
I guess Randy's just muttering around.
I guess it makes more sense for Bray because, you know, Bray's all distraught. He's got to heal emotionally.
He's got to heal emotionally.
Yeah, and he's got to file a claim with farmers.
Farmers.
We are farmers.
Now,
this podcast presented to you by Farmers Insurance.
FarmersOnly.com and arsonists.net.
Arsonists get all the girls?
That was another thing.
Well, Farmers Insurance and FarmersOnly.com are two totally different things.
Totally different things.
Sorry. I don't know. Sorry, guys. My bad. But Randy Orton should be arrested for arsonry.
Arsonry.
Well, he did commit a felony on live television, so...
Yes, he did.
What an asshole. Why didn't they arrest this guy? Remember when Triple H married Stephanie McMahon? Why didn't they fucking arrest him?
I was legitimately, like, panicking in my bed, like, about this whole thing. I was considering calling the police.
Wow.
Yes, I didn't, but I thought, like, this was legitimate.
What would you call a band for?
You hear that, guys? That's suspension of disbelief right there.
Yeah.
That's back when it was real.
I want to feel like I was 10 again.
So now NXT, we just got done watching NXT. Let's wrap this show up with a little NXT talk. There was really not too much with the show.
Yeah.
Roddy got his ass whipped, and no one cares. Because I don't really give a fuck about No Way Jose. I'm sorry. Roddy's awesome. I love Roddy. And Ty Dillinger's alright, but fuck No Way Jose. Please.
Agreed.
Stop.
Agreed.
No. We cannot team up one of the best wrestlers on the planet with the fucking worst gimmick on the fucking product at the moment. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Then we had the beloved Billie Kay.
Who got kind of hurt in her her match with
who
Ember
also
Moon.
we were waiting anxiously for the medical report on her stupid neck because she took a fucking total eclipse.
She got eclipsed weird, and
I don't know
if it's real or not.
It's
but,
not fucking real.
At first, I thought she was what you call it, feigning an injury or at least playing the injury for the show. But I don't think they would have shown it and tried to get sympathy for her if it wasn't legit. At least if it wasn't like a legit stinger. It might not be anything serious, but it might have just been a stinger.
But I do wish her well. Though.
And it did look like she was about to cry.
Yeah.
I don't think if it was a baby face, I get it that they would have shown it, but
there'd be no reason to play up a fake injury for her.
They wouldn't have tried to build sympathy for her.
It just doesn't work for her angle, you know.
Yeah.
So
my co-hosts do believe that Billie Kay is in fact hurt. I think she's full of shit.
Well, I don't think it was serious because I didn't read any reports on it, so it might have just been a stinger.
I don't think it was too bad, but Jesse McKay, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, they wouldn't try to build sympathy for a heel, so.
Another event, I did call that I think Billy will now show up with a sporty-looking, glittery, in fact, neck brace.
He did make a joke about a neck brace like 2 minutes before that happened.
Right after, like literally right before all of a sudden they had to bring the medical staff out to check up on her. I did say, you know what, I can't wait for her to fake this injury and really go along with it.
Yeah.
Now she really probably will do it, and it'll be a very glittery cast around her neck, or a neck brace, I mean to say. But the match itself, obviously, Ember Moon won. Why wouldn't she?
Decent match, though. It's good to see Billie Kay doing what she's been doing for the last year.
I have talked so much shit on Billie Kay, but Jesus Christ, I would rather watch her than Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce is fucking awful. She looks better. Looks better than Billie Kay.
Disagreed.
Obviously, because you are the biggest biased fucking guy for Billie Kay I've ever met in my entire life.
Huge Billie Kay mark.
Massive Billie Kay mark. This guy shits, breathes, and eats Billie Kay.
Indeed.
In no particular order. But Billie Kay looks better, but she sucks at wrestling, and that's really what matters here. So fuck Billie Kay, and fuck Billy Royce. I was about to say, holy fuck. But that was one of the most important things. Everything else on the show was pretty much I mean, we saw the fucking what the fuck were those guys' name? The two basketball players,
the Ely brothers,
the Early brothers, got their ass whipped. They got caught in the mix of two tag teams that matter. That's really it. So it's setting up some more. We didn't see DIY.
Oh, don't forget, we also got to see Nakamura dab on it.
We did, and I would like to talk about Nakamura versus TJ Perkins. Now, TJ Perkins has been complete horse shit since he got to Monday Night Raw. However, when put in a competitive situation, we were watching that match.
Give it a chance
very
to
good.
Get his shit in. Yeah,
this match was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
and it's a shame to see TJ Perkins be wasted away in the Vince McMahon fucking pool of death known as Monday Night Raw in the Cruiserweight division, which is complete fucking ass. But we did see a very good match between him and Nakamura. There was a lot of submissions.
TJ Perkins looked like he did in the Cruiserweight class.
This was a very fluid match. Extremely fluid match. And both guys worked their asses off. Counters were great. Everything looked believable. It was a legit competition. And Perkins goes down with a nice little Bombaye knee. Yeah. So Nakamura looks good, but TJ Perkins, for the first time in a long time, looks decent on television.
Good,
I forgot that he was actually a good wrestler.
No.
Yeah, right.
Right. Hey, by the way, he won the Cruiserweight tournament.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, shit, forgot about that too.
Right? Fucking Christ. Well, stay in NXT, just keep TJ. I would keep him in the main event scene. I would, or at least keep him at least in the
Let
fold.
him wrestle. Don't let him talk. Get him a manager or something.
TJ Perkins is so fucking... If you put TJ Perkins and Bayley in the same room, who would you kill first?
Wow. That's tough, man.
One bullet.
As much as Bayley's promos have been awful lately, Bayley is still miles better than TJ Perkins.
Super better, right?
Yeah. TJ Perkins is super stiff.
I think they're on par. Here's the thing: TJ's just a little fucking monotone, and Bayley's just a little.
At least you get some emotion from Bayley. You don't get any from TJ.
What emotion from Bayley? What the fuck? What emotion does she show you through the screen of your television.
Well, you kind of believe that she's a fucking mark. Like
I believe that
happy
she.
to be there.
I believe she struggled her presentations in her school.
Well, I'm not saying that like Bailey's the shining example of promos,
my God.
but comparing her to T.J. Perkins, she's a rock star and he's not.
Here's a
a
better
rock star.
question: if you have Charlotte and John Cena on this, actually, no, John Cena's way better than Charlotte nowadays.
Oh God, yeah.
Charlotte and I can't think of anyone
Charlotte
else.
cuts a good promo. We're just sick of her shit.
No, but
John
Charlotte.
John Cena's arguably better than
John
everybody
Promo.
on
John
the
Promo.
mic.
Obviously.
John Promo. John Cena's the
Yeah,
best.
Johnny
John Cena's the best.
promo.
John Cena might be the best promo in the industry. So
Indeed.
But you could make an argument, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it's very true that Charlotte is a lot more like this, and she talks a lot more like this, and she tells people how she once was a very good wrestler at one point, and she's very robotic. So that's
I don't know if I
very
say
true
that.
about Charlotte. Yeah, she says the same. If you right off the top of your head, tell me a Charlotte promo. You could do it right now in front of me, and I would totally believe it.
like, I'm a Flair.
I'm a Flair. My dad had sex with my mother, so I'm born, so it must be great. And I once held the belt a couple times. And this is a conspiracy. That's it. There you go. There's a promo in a
The
nutshell.
last time I saw Charlotte have a moat at all, really, was when she said all that stuff about Ric Flair before she like dismissed him from the ring, and then she was like,
And then remember when she got back with him months later?
got back with him. That sounds weird.
Well, incest aside, that was WWE television this week. And the road to WrestleMania is full of potholes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep.
It is very
I
bad.
don't even know if it's been paved yet.
No.
No, not at all.
Won't be paved. It won't be paved. We will see where this goes. And WrestleMania looking like shit. I don't think anybody else cares. I don't think anyone.
Yeah, this is on par to be worse than last year's.
This is on
Oh,
par to be
yeah.
the most
Or on
boring
pace.
fucking WrestleMania, and we have to sit in a room and watch it. And I don't think we'll all make it out alive.
I don't think there's enough booze in
Nope.
in this county to make this okay.
Well, Roman knows where all the booze are at, so
Yeah.
let's talk to him about that.
Word up.
Well, that's it, folks, and we will join you. There's no pay-per-view this week. So
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah,
right?
the next one was WrestleMania, so
We've got a while to go.
got a few weeks.
So we will rejoin everybody next week, next Wednesday night, correct?
Yep.
We'll try to do this Wednesday night, get it out on Thursday afternoon when I upload it. And I've been Joey Nohana. To my left has been Tyson Touloud, and that's been Anthony Caruso. Top guys out.
Clink me.